Okay, I got you.
All right.
Um, can you share it or no?
Um, you mean share it from my tablet? What you mean?
Okay, hold
Share
on,
it
hold on,
from my tablet? What you mean?
hold on. Let me see.
Alright.
Okay, there you go in the chat
Share it
there.
from my tablet? What you mean?
Hold on, let me see.
Alright.
Okay, there we go. Oh, shit, I can't.
The notification popped up.
Okay, let's see.
You know you're live, right?
Uh huh. Hello, everybody. This is Smoke to the Bone Barbecue after midnight. Yes, we're back. We're just doing some stuff. Ain't nothing special. Just trying to um, get used to the YouTube. Hey, Sin, La Lisa. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Sin, that food looks good. Thank you. Cynthia. Okay.
Okay, now why am I typing this in the comments? Is that it?
Okay, y'all. We got 6 people in the chat. This question is when a lady feels protected by her man, can she love him more? That's the question, everybody. You ladies that's in you ladies that's in the chat, that's the question for y'all. When a lady feels protected by her man, can she love him more? What's going on, Lady V? What you doing up this time of night, sis? You supposed to be getting ready for work, sis. You in the YouTube streets. Salute to my sister, Lady V. I'm waiting on some of you ladies to answer the question. What's going on? My One Vision, Mr. Jaco. Oh boy, we got some people coming up in here tonight. Let me see, can I drop the chat? Maybe somebody can come on in. I know My One Vision would love to come in on this topic. Okay, My One Vision, the link is pinned in the comments, Mr. Jaco. The link is pinned in the comments. Once again, we're talking about when a lady feels protected by her man, can she love him more? Hit the like button as y'all come in. Share the live. Just please hit the like button. Salute to Miss Pacheco. Salute to My One Vision. How you doing, my brother? Salute to everybody that's in the chat. I dropped the screen yard. Miss Pacheco,
Hey, Smoky.
how you doing?
I'm pretty good. No complaints.
Right, what can we complain about? Nothing at all.
I have nothing. Exactly.
I was just kind of messing around. It was raining outside, and I decided to kind of do a little live and just, see how many people come up.
Yeah, I'll hit your panel. It's a safe space.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep,
Once,
and my power just came back on. So,
what, for real?
hmm
Salute to you, son, Simon Buller, Boner. I'm sorry. Wow, yeah, 'cause it's raining over here in Highland Hills where I'm at. Really, really, really hard.
yeah.
It really is. So, would you like to comment on what our topic is today?
Well, you said when a lady feels protected by her man, can she love him more? I think that when women are or feel protected, it allows for her feminine energy be to come forth more. And when she's not feeling protected, she's forced to lean more on her masculine side. So I don't think it's a question about love more or less. I think that protection from our male partner allows us to become a little bit more secure in the relationship.
Mm, okay, that is very good. Very good. So, is regular dates night with your mate is that very important?
You know what? I don't. Those kinds of questions I feel are different for every relationship. Um, it's to me, it's what works for that relationship. Um, Now, would date night every week be as important as the attention given for the month? I can't say so because if we go on date night and you're not attentive on date night. So let's say you're on your phone the whole time, or you're on social media, or you're still doing things aside of what we have planned for the date. What was date night really a success? So I feel like it's more of the attention, whether you're on a date or at home. The overall need or satisfaction would be the attention given.
Right. Wow, that is very powerful. Salute to Miss K. Kira. That is such a good answer because a lot of people I see a lot of people on their phones when they're out with their um, mates, loved one, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, or whatever. And it's like, can we just have this time to just for us? Now, I understand if you're a business person, you got some business call coming in, and you're making a whole bunch of money. I understand that, but for you just to be on your phone lollygagging with Sula Sally, I don't think that's suitable.
Right. And then to add to that, also, if is the date night forced, do one of the two not even really want to be there, but they're there because they're avoiding an argument. I kind of feel like if we decide we're gonna have a date night once a month, and you truly don't want to go on, take that time out to do that, then don't do it. I feel it would be worse if you come out forced to go, and I really don't have you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes. Yes, I truly understand that.
Because eventually we arguing over something.
Yes, I truly, truly understand that. That is so 100% right.
And then the love languages. So date night may not be your significant other's love language.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question. And this is coming from a lady. What would be a love language for you and your um, husband? Or if you were dating, let me say, like, if you were dating, what would be your love language?
My love language is anything thoughtful. Like, so even if it's acknowledging that I did something,
Hmm.
or if it's a gift that didn't even cost you money, maybe you put something together, like that type of thing is my love language.
Right, there we go. Okay, cool. That's cool. Um, is it important to you that a lot small things are shown to you on a regular or just every once in a while?
It doesn't even have to be on a regular. If it's, I'm not even into like holidays or special days like Valentine's Day, but if every once in a while, if you, I have a these red velvet cupcakes that I think the name of them, the brand is Kimberly's, and my husband know I love those cupcakes. So if he bring those cupcakes, that's like I'm on cloud nine. It could be
It's on and
anything,
popping, huh?
right? So but he knows that about. He knows if he at the grocery store and he see those cupcakes, he know that I'm gonna be satisfied if he gives me that. Now, if he brings me something that he I could just tell that you're getting it because maybe I said something or I complained about something, then you're really not hitting the spot. But to just do something that you know about me, that I'd like, and it could be spare the moment, whatever. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Yes. So, what would be his reward when he walks in the door with that red velvet cake?
I don't think anyone should look for a reward.
I mean, no. I mean, no. Okay, not just look for a reward, but to acknowledge him for taking time out to get you something that you really love. Not just a
Right.
reward, but like, baby, oh, thank you for thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? Here's a big kiss. Here's a big hug. You know what I'm saying? Just something small.
Well, that's the thing. So, my perspective, if you know that about me, so we'll use the example of the cupcakes. Naturally, he's going to get that excitement just to see me happy. I feel like should be your reward. Now, he may not feel that way. And once I'm made aware of that, we can work on that. But for me to respond to what you did, whether it's a smile on my face, a thank you, a hug, or a kiss, it doesn't matter which one it is. In my opinion, it's a reaction that was given.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just he didn't bring them home set, and I just saw them sitting on the counter, and I ain't said a word. Like I just kept working or kept watching TV or kept, doing whatever I was doing. But to just pop up with the cupcakes and they're my favorite, I'm like, oh yes, and then I'm even if I don't want to eat one right then, I'm gonna eat one right then just because he brought them home.
Right. He thought of you.
Right.
Wow. Yes. So important. That is so important. Um, is there anything that you like to add to?
Look at Sin City. Let me just say, Smoke, I love watching Sin. She don't have a clue who I am, but she is funny to me.
Yes, she is. She is a very sweet young lady, and this is one of the reasons that I praise her panel often.
Mm,
It's because the way she is. Excuse me.
yeah.
And Sin City, she's shouting out to you now. Excuse me, y'all got the hiccup. Yeah, she
Every
really
morning,
is.
7:30. I'm like, shoots. If I wake up late, I done miss Sin. She is hilarious.
Yeah, she's hilarious. And if you missed it, hey, you got to go back and try to watch it because she's very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I like the entertainment of it,
Right,
and
right.
not all the malarkey that goes with a lot of stuff that goes out like that.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was telling my husband. He's like, why do you get so caught up in these channels? I'm like, I don't like the bickering, I don't like the drama, but the comedy mixed in it,
uh-huh.
it gets me every time.
Okay, hold on, Miss Pacheco. My one vision, that you?
Yeah,
My
that's me.
one.
Yes, sir. That's
Already.
me.
Okay, well let's go with it then. How you doing, my brother?
How you doing, my brother? You know I already coming, man, Mr. Thumb Down, but I like your professionalism, so I'm gonna keep the ism out of it. But respect to the lady on your panel, man. She was just saying some powerful things, and I thought I'd come in, chime in with you. Shouts out to Smoke to the Bone Barbecue, man. Like and subscribe to his channel, man. Well, how you doing today, sir?
I'm very, 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 very good.
How
It's a
you doing
pleasure.
today on the panel? I don't want to pronounce your name wrong.
It's Pajeco, and I've spoken to you before on who's that? Sean G's channel. And I want to thank you for coming up here and understanding your audience on Smoke's channel. Because I know your tagline and the fact that you came up here and left that part out, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, salute, salute. You have to know your audience, and you got to know, when to hold and when to fold. That's just that's like unlocking the character sometimes. So that just. But at the end of the day, that's not my character, so to speak.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, Mister Stump Down.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
asking you now. I'm gonna ask you, and I done spoke with her. Um, when a lady feels protected by her man, can she love him more?
I do think that it can increase at a high level, but I think that we get two things wrong because sometimes it's a mixture of both. So it's protection slash security. So when you talk about protection, some people can look at it in the, just the simplest form is like, oh, I want to feel safe, so to speak, right? But then that same protection can fall under the security category because they want to feel secure when it comes to being the provider, being financially stable. So that's a very open-ended question, so to speak. So I kind of got to go right and left on that one as far as security and being a provider and protection. You see where I'm going with it?
Yes, sir. So let me ask you this question. So when we speak of protection and security, so do you think that can kind of fall in the same line a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Somewhat.
Yes, I think it's pretty much in the same, in the same category, so to speak, because, it's like, I wouldn't necessarily say in today's world or the internet world or even go back and say, oh, back then, but, we have to be, us men in general, have to be the full package so the woman can feel fulfilled. If you really think about it, it's just a lot of times women cheat just because it's something that's missing in the relationship. Same way with men. So I'll put that both on men and women. So it may be you may have X amount of qualities, but it may be something that they're missing, and then it may be something that you're missing, or now we're in this internet world. Now they opening their mind and seeing other people's lives that's quote unquote. I wouldn't say all of it is fabricated, but they're selling you a dream, so to speak, right? So now we stuck to our phones. As she said, she made a great example. It's attention to details. A lot of people can't pay attention. You see what I'm saying? So we kind of live in that kind of world now.
Yeah, so true. So true. Now let me ask you this question. You see that picture that's on the screen there?
Who
Can,
you asking about the picture?
of my one.
Yes, go ahead.
You see that picture that's on the screen there?
Yeah, I thought you was on the scene in Beijing, smoke to the bone.
No, 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 no. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Um, if your wife tell you, babe, we going out for the weekend, and she say, well, you say, where we going? Oh, baby, just kind of, I got some plan for you. And you pull up to the hotel, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, we're going to just chill. And you walk in the room, and you see this jacuzzi tub with these counters on it, and what would be your reaction?
If she asks me, or if I created the
Right.
scenario, or if I
If
asked her.
if she asks you, and y'all going to just chill out for the weekend, and you walk into the room, and that's what you see the jacuzzi tub, what would be your reaction?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a queen move because it takes a lot for a woman to even put themselves in that position to where, or just like you said, now she feels secure and you're that provider, so she wants to give back, and that's one of the ultimate denominators in the whole process of making a man happy because we don't want much. Sometimes it's just hugs are free. We just want a hug sometimes, and women don't even know that. So when you go to the extent to basically cater to your man, like Beyonce said, I think that will give the women just so many brownie points that they don't know. And I think that they have detached themselves from that because they're looking to receive and not to give. And for a man, we're always the giver, so to speak, and when you give, you don't look to receive. But when a woman is always the receiver, sometimes it's very few women that's very giving when it comes down to a relationship in their man.
So true, so true. And I appreciate your knowledge, my brother, and I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there Miss Jaco?
Hmm.
Um, would you reward your husband on a date night like this?
No, because I know he wouldn't like that. Wouldn't do it for
Oh,
you.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's a shower guy. So if I was to do this, I wouldn't be stroking his ego opposed to
Oh, okay.
me. He loves books. So if I say, well, now if I get a hotel and we plan a night and I read to him, oh, he's loving that.
Oh, wow. It's some knowledge being talked about tonight about relationships and marriages and friendships. And this is really powerful tonight. We have some heavy hitters that's up here tonight that's dropping nothing but jewels. And I think a lot of the ladies and men that's in the chat tonight, they got some ideas to like, oh, okay, let me try this. Let me, surprise my husband, or let me surprise my mate. Oh, okay. And my one, you said something very good because a lot of times ladies don't understand. We as men, we don't want much, and the simple hug, the simple kiss on the forehead, the simple kiss on the jaw, or when we walk in, the dinner's already on the table, warm and ready to go to enjoy the time with her. Man, that's powerful for us men. That makes us want to get up and go to work, uh, and come home straight home to her. That is true.
And yes, sir. And she did say something powerful. Depending on your man's career, depending on if he's really athletic, he goes work out, or he does just say a job that has a lot of physical work. A lot of times, like somebody might look at it like, yes, I would just, natural men, yes, we just want to just take us a shower because 9 times out of 10, we want to either lay down or get back to rest so we can focus and get in our mental state. But when you've been working out, or if you're sore, or if if you are an athletic type of person and your woman do that, and or just say you pulled a muscle or something, yes, when she has that, if I walked in that situation and she has that warm bath water, it's just like being in the jacuzzi. Like I go to the LA Fitness and I'm in the steam room, I'm in the jacuzzis, I'm doing it anyway. So it just intensifies the ambiance when I can walk in and it's like, you don't have to go to LA Fitness today. I got you. You see where I'm going with it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's just different,
knowing
different strokes for different folks,
Right.
So I understand her point. She made a very great point, and it's and actually I did kind of hear it in earlier while she was talking, and y'all made a great point, and I want to congratulate on that to y'all. It's the love language. It's like, what is your love language? And some men, that could be their love language, and that's kind of like one of my things, because I'm a I have OCD really bad, so I like to be very clean, from hygiene to even like I like vacuum lines in my carpet. I'm one of those guys that pick up lint in my house. Like I'm very meticulous. So when I get to a point where I'm off work, those are the things I do. I shouldn't have to continue to go to the spa treatment place and let the Chinese people massage me. I want to be able to come home and my wife already have, maybe a little foot bath ready, and she want to just clip my nails. Like, I'm paying the Chinese people $80, $100, tipping them. But if my wife does that, it didn't cost her anything but her time,
Yeah.
So I think that that's very important for some men. If you keep yourselves up, and I hope that we have a lot of men, not only on the panel or on the in the world, because like I say, these are conversations not just for when we post videos on YouTube. This is for 365 million people in the United States and 7 billion people in the world. So when Smoke to the Bone posts this video, it's somebody out there listening, so that's what people have to understand. But I do want to congratulate all the women that really cater to their men and understand sometimes you have to, you have to also give to receive and not always be the receiver, so to speak.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
So
I do have to be transparent too. So, when I met my husband, every night I used to get a foot rub every single night. Now today, I don't, I get them probably once a week, but I don't rub feet. And I know he would love for me to rub his feet. And I just can't do it. So, these relationships out here are not perfect. That's something that I have to work on. But to hear Mal One speak and talk about, what he would prefer and the things that he liked, that is something that I know my husband would enjoy. But I'm just not ready to do that. And it's been 13 years yet already.
So what would you say what's stopping you from kind of going past that threshold? Is that was like a pet peeve of yours when you were growing up, or what was it? What would you say the common denominator behind the way you feel about that?
I don't know. I just don't want to touch nobody's feet. Now, I feel like my feet are pretty, and so it's okay. But I don't want to touch his feet.
Do you feel like his feet are not pretty?
Yes. And even if they were, I still don't think I would touch. I don't think I'd touch anybody's feet.
Okay, so this is a great question. I'm glad that we're having this conversation. So now the things that men are willing to do for a woman, even though that we might have grew up and we might have not, may have not done it, but when you love somebody, you're willing to almost do anything for that person that you love, right?
Okay.
So, but it's mostly it's on the one side. And I just think that a lot of us have to think outside the box, because when you're in a long-term relationship, and you hit another good point, you said 13 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm April 13th, 1998 at 9:52 p.m. I will be in my relationship 27 years. I've been in my relationship since I was 14 years old. I'll be 41 years old this year, 42 years old this year. So to be able to, if you decide to say, I want a lifelong relationship with this person, this individual, then you have to kind of think outside the box and say, hey, and find new things that that is going to sustain that relationship. You hear where I'm going?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that would maybe that's maybe a Jew that you can use later on, to where it's like, I know that, things may have slowed down. We've been together for a long time and I love this man. I want to stay with this man, but now you have to find new ways to, basically, we have to find new ways to please you guys. And the women got to find new ways to please us as men as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to take me a minute on the feet.
Okay, what about massages? Are you into massages as far as?
Yeah, I'll do that. And even there's been times where I've taken him with me, to get our feet, to get a pedicure, and I felt like that was a good gesture. But, just for the audience to, it's just to know about relationships, and you've been in yours very long, there is compromise there, but we'll never have a perfect relationship.
That's true. I can agree with that at a level to where we strive for perfection, but it's times to where, I can say it is a level at 27 years. I can say it's a level that it is, you could possibly kind of start to grow apart in ways,
Yeah.
and those are the moments that you have to, what I call, recreate yourself. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And not only from a woman's side, but from the man's side. So the men are more responsible for recreating themselves more than women, because we love who you are. We accept for who you are, whether you've had children, whether you gain weight, whether your hair is not done, your nails not done, your feet not done. Like, you women are held to a very high standard. And I always tell my young brothers, women don't dress up for men. Women dress up for other women. You guys' competition is such at a high level that we as men, we don't care about. See, we care about you. We care about your heart, your personality, your intelligence. We care about your nurturing, how you treat our kids. We care about how you love your family, your mother. It's amazing to what our mental is compared to the woman's mental.
Right. That's
Wow, that's powerful, my one. That's powerful. That is very powerful because it's true. You know, we as men, we got to create um, the spark back into the relationship because we can be working so much that we tend to the forget about her being romanced or being thought of, um, knowing that you thought about her throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we get so wrapped up in working and trying to be the provider, um, and that's true. So that's what we got to do as men.
Yes, sir. And I want to say this, what I've learned and I've seen. So just, you can just say go back, 40, 50 years ago when they had the women that are with their men now, their grandfathers and forefathers, like a lot of them, they created what we call generational wealth, right? A lot of that was passed down because a lot of it was these men just went to work. They came home. Yes, the wife stayed at home. The wife nurtured the children, and these men worked 40, 50 years, got their retirement, but when they passed on, they left everything for the family, right? And now you at a point to where you got a certain group of people, depending on where your age group taps in at, that they've been raised under that, this is how a man, like the image of a man, and now we've at a point to where now everybody is at that point to where they have this, I call it the fast food relationship. It's like all the women want it right now. It's like they want it fixed right now. So the careers that us men have to possess. So think about if you're an engineer on a train, you're gone for 2-3 months. I've worked offshore. I've been in the oil and gas. I have a CDL. I'm actually an engineer in real life. And coaches, it's a lot of professions that require you to be not at home for months at a time sometime. And I just think that, we don't understand that, and we wonder why. And all my friends, and I look at people and I'm like, they like, bro, nah, I've been divorced. Like everybody is divorced. Everybody been in a second, third marriage. And it's just like, we have to ask ourselves, wow, what is it that we're doing? Like I'm the type of person, I look at myself first. Like I look myself in the mirror and I say, okay, what did I do? And what am I doing right to be in a 27-year-old relationship, right? So, and then I can look at my fellow partner that I'm coaching, teaching, counseling, preaching to, and I'm like, how is it possible that you have 3 different baby mamas or 6 different kids and you're unmarried and and it's just like, so I wonder sometimes, like, how can, women and men, I get it that we do fall out. I get it that we do grow apart. But at the end of the day, it's so much of it's going on. How do we give that knowledge to my kids? So I'm a type of person that, like, I got 2 boys. One is 15 and one is 7. And I have to be example for my kids. And I want my kids to see my mama and daddy been together for X amount. I want to see them graduate. I want to see them grow. I want to see them have great relationships. So I just think that that's been a factor in us as not just Black men, or it's a cultural thing, but at the same time, I feel like it's the biggest thing that's happened to men in the world right now. And we don't have that stability anymore from the women or the men's side anymore.
You brought up so many good points, and I think that for one, I wanted to say that I was just having this conversation about a month ago about how women these days are so quick to say, "Well, you need to be making six figures before I can even give you a conversation, to even think about becoming being in a relationship with me." And that's so weird to me, because usually that woman is either not working, or she's, you know what I'm saying, or she's working a minimum wage job. So why do you feel that you should be able to just go out there and snatch up this, what they now call high value men, when you haven't put the effort into your own self to get to that level, to be able to even be in the same room with a man like that? But then also I wanted to speak on you mentioning the families are not being together anymore, and I just feel that families don't sit at the table and eat anymore to get to know each other.
Yes.
So if you think about fighters in a boxing ring, they want to win that fight. So what they gonna do? So right is to fight. So in a marriage these days, nobody wants to fight, but the right thing to do is to get in there and fight, just like you would if you were in the boxing ring. Whoever fight the hardest is going to win that match. But in a marriage today, nobody wants to do the work. Everybody just want a perfect marriage, and that's not what marriage is. And so we get to a situation where we give up so fast, and that's what the offspring see, and now that's their value now, which is no value. But when we come back to the table, sit down and eat together and talk to our children and let them see and experience family values, then it can start to be sent down to the rest of the oncoming generation. But until then, it's not going to happen if we allow social media to tell us what our values are, which is what's happening today. Sexy Red is now telling our little girls what's valuable.
That's a very great point. I did see a turn of the century when I did see 1998, when they used to send out those DVDs, and it was AOL, and we used to have landlines, home phones. And 2000, that's when the internet kind of took off, right? And but from the internet to now, and now that we can create this perception, so to speak. But they've been doing it all the time in music videos. That's why we would buy CDs and we would listen to the music videos. And I can remember we had when cable came out, they had this thing called the box where you can just sit and look at music videos. So everybody want to be flashy and everybody wants success, but they don't want to put in the work to have success. And a lot of people don't realize that the people that are actually successful are the people that are going through the most in the relationship, in their life, in their spiritual life. They, a lot of us are not, like, whether it's spiritually inclined, a lot of us maybe just going through things that, it's a family, like deaths attack a lot of people, depression, anxiety, mental health. And those are the other things that I see that is really affecting people as well. So, you make a great point when you said that.
Back then when because it, like you said, it's always been here. What we see today has always been here, and it's nothing new. It's just what's new is the access. Back then, we had to go through things to see the things we saw. You had to put in legwork to go get a CD. You had to like, things wasn't just as easy or as accessible back then as they are today. And so I think that that's where the microwave version comes from, because, the perception is, oh, you wake up and tomorrow you got it all, because that's what they show you. And that's what we see. We have, instead of snail mail, we have email. Instead of email, we have chat. instead of chat, we got the DM. Like everything is so quick now. So what do we expect people? Oh, hold on, let me go get my grandbaby.
Yeah, smoke
Okay,
to the bone. You
so
still there?
my one.
Yes, sir. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm having some kind of audio issues right now, but I would love to get with you and Mr. Jaco and allow y'all to do an interview about y'all businesses one day.
Oh, that's awesome. You know,
Okay.
I got your back smoked to the bone like four
Okay.
flats on a
What I
Cadillac.
need you to do is drop your information in the chat. I mean, in the backdrop, so I can screenshot it, and I will get back with you, and I will get with Mr. Jaco. But the
I'm
audio,
gonna put my number back there for you.
okay, do that. And the audio is really messing up. Um, I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay.
So I want to thank everybody for tuning in this tonight. This
Hey,
is
boss man, but you the only person that can see it though, right?
me and Mr. Jaco.
Okay, you good. I
Yeah,
got
that's it. No. I tell you what, My
you. Yeah,
one.
go ahead.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Mm,
Yeah, if you can give me your information and then I
okay,
could.
hold on. Okay, let me see. Okay, there we go, right there. Y'all just hold on a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh no, you good. Yeah, I'm free tonight. I actually but yeah, I got some big business coming in tomorrow, so I'm kind of excited about it. So I'm kind of pondering, kind of getting ready. But I appreciate
Okay.
um
See
your
what you just get.
podcast today, man, and you going live. I was pleasantly surprised. I say that's my boy out there, man. I don't want to be in a area of messiness and scratching, and like this is the conversations I like to have because I like to grow and build people, man. Like I say, I'm a mentor, I'm a teacher, I'm a preacher, I'm a coach, I'm a counselor in real life, and that's through God, man. And when we have good conversations with great minded people, that helps and heals and be able for everybody to have great narratives and great dialogue. So well done today, Smoke to the Bone. So hey man, shouts out to Smoke to the Bone, man, and y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all subscribe to his channel, man, and y'all already know how Mr. Malone coming, man. He gonna be back like he left some.
Did you get my number in the back chat?
Yeah, I just screenshot it.
Okay, cool. Once again, thanks for coming on. I'm going to end the live because my audio is really chopping up. I don't know why this iPhone is doing this. This is iPhone 15, and I don't know why it's doing it. So, I'm going to back off because there's people saying it's really chopping up, and I've been trying to set everything to make it do better. Once again, thank you, Sin City Raps. Thank Miss E. Nicole. Thank everybody for tuning in to this show tonight. Thank you once again, my one, and I will be getting right back with you.
All right, salute. Smoke to the bone, man. Salute. I'll be back like I left some.
Already. Thank you, Sin. You need. Thank you. Thank you, Miss K. Rain. Thank everybody for tuning in. Once again, we're going to end this live, but I thank everybody for tuning in to Smoke to the Bone Barbecue tonight.